Britney Spears is not happy about her sister Jamie Lynn Spears' interview on Good Morning America. The pop star spoke her mind in a lengthy message posted to Twitter on Thursday, one day after Jamie Lynn sat down with GMA to discuss her forthcoming memoir, Things I Should Have Said. Britney revealed that she was battling a 104-degree fever on Wednesday and watched the interview while sick. She said in part, "It was actually kind of nice having a fever so high, because I had to surrender to not caring." The Matches songstress went on to explain what upset her about the interview. She wrote, "The two things that did bother me that my sister said was how my behavior was out of control. She was never around me much 15 years ago at that time, so why are they even talking about that unless she wants to sell a book at my expense? Really?" Jamie Lynn was asked by GMA's Juju Chang about how she characterized Britney's behavior in her book.
Words that you've used in the book to describe her behavior over your lifetime was erratic, paranoid, spiraling. How do you see your sister's state of mind currently?
I can't really speak to anyone else's state of mind. I don't think that's fair. But I'm allowed to say how I felt in those, because that matters. It matters that I was in pain.
Britney also said she was bothered when the issue of her sister singing remixes of her songs was brought up, something the Zoe 101 alum did at the 2017 Radio Disney Music Awards. Jamie Lynn said that she'd spoken to Brit about her frustration surrounding the choice.
I was doing a tribute to honor my sister and all the amazing things that she's done.
But you've cleared that up with her?
I have cleared up with the fact that I don't think she's personally upset with me about that. Truthfully, I don't know why that bothers her.
Britney said of the interview moment, then where the lady mentioned, "Why did she accuse you of doing remixes to her songs? I know it may sound like a silly thing to most people, but I wrote a lot of my songs, and my sister was the baby. She never had to work for anything. Everything was always given to her." The singer later wrote, "Hope your book does well, Jamie Lynn." Things I Should Have Said drops on Tuesday. Its release comes 2 months after Britney's conservatorship was terminated. The Sweet Magnolias actress recently told Access Hollywood about the release date and why it was important for her to stick to it.
Well, once again, every time that I've ever wanted to do something in my life, it's always seemed to have been overshadowed by something else. But this book is something that I've worked on for a long time, using my voice and crafting. And I've spent my whole life navigating when I should do this or when I should do that. And this was a deadline that was set over a year ago, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. And that's a part of my personal growth, not changing it to please other people and sticking to this. Yes, is the climate different at times? It's always going to be ever changing, but for the first time, I'm sticking to something that was mine from the beginning and still is mine. And I didn't give in to that space of, well, this will make everyone else happier.
Yeah, I just want to read something to you from the book that I thought was like, to me, it was one of the things that I was like, I cannot wait to have this conversation with Jamie.
Okay.
It was tough to read. I imagine it was very tough to write. But you said, "No one protected me from the backlash of my older sister's struggles or prepared me for what our silence would cost. We were a tight-knit family torn apart by money, distorted truths, and undisclosed personal issues." And I want to know from you how you are reconciling some of this with your sister, with your father, with your mother, and now in your own families, but specifically you and your sister, how you are rallying around each other, now.
And again, like I said, it's a process that we're all going through and in different ways and shapes and forms, and I respect everyone's process. And as silly as, I think what I mean by that is that, I was always taught to be perfect and to pretend like things are perfect. And perhaps at times I should have been like, no, things suck right now, or I'm mad at this person right now, or whatever it is, because by not doing that, it only led to a perspective that necessarily was one-sided. And I mean, I know this is going to be silly to say, but I look at the Housewives and how Kyle Richards and Kathy and them were openly honest about things that when they didn't talk or they were angry about things or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's so understandable and so relatable. And I just wish that I wouldn't have been so scared to be honest about everything and anything, because now I think that I've learned that matters. And the truth is that all we have.